Imagine walking through life searching for a hidden door, the door to abundance, to fulfillment, to peace. But what if that door never existed? What if the treasure was always carried within you, quietly waiting to be remembered? This is not a journey forward, but a return home. Dear friend, once, in a quiet moment, I was sitting alone and letting my mind drift lightly when a question suddenly arose within me. How do we open the door to abundance? I let the question settle, like a seed falling into soft earth. Then, as if a voice inside me was speaking, a simple answer emerged. There is no door. I paused, puzzled. If there is no door, how can I reach it? The voice within remained gentle. Abundance is already here. If there is a door, it is not outside you, but deep within you. So I asked again, how do I find the door within myself? The answer came, the inner door leads to love, to selfless giving. When you return to that center, you unlock the door to fullness. But how do we return to that center of love? The reply was soft and patient. Learn to feel the life around you. Do not try to define love. Feel it in every leaf, every blade of grass, every breath of wind. Do not try to explain perfection. See it in a wild flower blooming in its own season, in a breeze that cools you just when you most need it. Feeling is how you melt into life. Becoming one with life is how you come home. And in that stillness, in the very moment I stopped trying to get there, I realized something. You have never lacked. You have never left. And fullness has never been outside you. We spend so much of our lives searching, running towards some distant horizon, convinced that when we get there, everything will finally make sense. We run faster, work harder, and strive endlessly. But the moment we stop running, the moment we allow silence, we find that what we were searching for has been quietly waiting within us all along. I once read Pema Chödrön's words, that the spiritual path is not about becoming someone better, but about becoming more intimate with who we already are. At first, those words bothered me. I wanted to be better, wiser, kinder, more successful. I wanted to fix myself. But as the years passed, I began to understand. The longing to be better is not wrong. But when it comes from the feeling that we are somehow broken or incomplete, it becomes another form of suffering. The real transformation begins when we can sit down with ourselves exactly as we are, without judgment, and offer ourselves a little tenderness. That's when something inside begins to soften. Chögyam Trungpa Rinpoche spoke of a similar truth when he warned of what he called spiritual materialism. He saw how even the quest for enlightenment can become another project for the ego. A new way of trying to feel special, superior, or more advanced. We can collect teachings like trophies, meditate just to say we meditated, seek gurus like one might chase luxury brands. And yet, the whole time, we are reinforcing the same old belief that salvation lies somewhere else, in some future state where we finally be perfect. Trungpa Rinpoche said that true spirituality is disarming. It strips away our masks, it humbles us, it leaves us naked in front of life. I used to think happiness was a prize at the end of a long and exhausting race. If I worked hard enough, helped enough people, earned enough respect, maybe then I would deserve to rest and feel whole. But life, with its strange sense of humor, kept interrupting my race. There was a night I still remember vividly. I sat in my room late, staring at a half-finished to-do list. My goals felt heavy on my shoulders. I felt like a failure, like someone lagging behind in a race that everyone else was winning. And then, something inside me gave up. I stopped trying to fix myself. I stopped planning tomorrow. I stopped trying to be anything other than what I was. Tired, sad, very human. And in that stopping, I felt relief. I realized I didn't need to become anything else before I could allow myself to feel at peace. Pema Chödrön often writes about this moment, the choice to stay with your experience, even when it's uncomfortable. She says that every moment, no matter how painful, is a teacher. And if we run away from discomfort, we are running away from our own wisdom. So I stayed. I let myself feel the heaviness, the sadness, and also the strange peace that came from no longer running. It was then that I began to see abundance, not as something to strive for, but as something I could notice in each breath. And yet, we live in a world that constantly whispers that we are not enough. Advertisements promise us happiness, if only we buy more, do more, look better. Social media scrolls past our eyes like a parade of perfect lives, making us feel perpetually behind. From childhood, we are taught that happiness lies in accumulating more recognition, more possessions, and more achievements. But more never ends. Chögyam Trungpa Rinpoche warned that this grasping is a trap. Even when we are not chasing money or status, we may be chasing inner peace, as if it were another possession. The real freedom, he said, is found when we stop chasing altogether. When we simply sit down with ourselves, not trying to add anything or remove anything, we meet reality as it is. And when we do this, something incredible happens. Joy begins to grow on its own, like wildflowers that sprout after a rain. I have learned, slowly and sometimes painfully, that the present moment is enough, even if it feels incomplete. Pema Chödrön writes that when we turn toward our discomfort with compassion, the heart naturally opens. And when the heart opens, abundance flows, not because we forced it, but because we stopped blocking it. If you wish to live this truth, begin with very small, almost invisible acts. Notice the moments that make you feel alive, the softness of morning light, the smell of earth after rain, the sound of a child laughing. Hold these moments as treasures, as if you are building a secret library inside your heart. Then, pause in the middle of your busy day and whisper to yourself, "Right now, I am enough." At first you may not believe it. That's all right. Keep saying it. Over time, your heart will begin to remember. Commit yourself to take a day, or even just an hour, when you do not measure your worth by your productivity. Let yourself eat and just eat. Walk and just walk. Listen and just listen. These small acts are not meaningless. They are a homecoming. There is an old story I love. A farmer spent years digging shallow wells across his land, hoping to find water. But he never dug deeply enough. One day, exhausted and despairing, he sat down. A neighbor said, "Why do you dig so many shallow holes? Stay in one place and dig deep. The water is there." So the farmer chose one spot and dug, and soon water gushed forth. Our lives are much the same. We dig here and there, in careers, relationships, possessions, even in spiritual teachings, searching for fulfillment. But if we dare to stop moving for a while and dig deep right where we are, we discover the well of abundance that has always been flowing beneath us. So, dear friend, if you feel empty today, take a deep breath and come home to yourself. There are no doors you must break through, no conditions you must meet. You do not need to be more successful, more enlightened, or more worthy. Life is already flowing, and you have always been a part of that flow. And perhaps, as you listen to these words, you can sense it, the stillness, the breath, the simple fact of being alive. Fullness has always been within you. And if these words feel like a cool stream refreshing your heart, share them with someone who might need them. We are all, as the saying goes, walking each other home. Thank you for sharing this moment with me. Wherever you are, whatever you are doing, may you remember that the world needs you. Not the perfect you, not the future better you, but the you who is here now, breathing, alive, and enough.